Morning. Hello. It's me again in for a cuppa and a chat. So I've got a nice big mug of hot tea because I woke up this morning and thick with snow. I've already been out, so I thought I'll get this video done nice and early. So hope you're all okay, and I hope you're keeping warm if you're in a cold part of the world, and I hope you're keeping cool if you're in a hot part of the world. So whatever it is, I hope you're keeping your temperature stable. Now, that's a thing to talk about. Might talk about that first if you like. So the reason I've been out at 7:30 this morning is to go to the GP medical centre and make an appointment, because you have to go on the day to make an appointment, and if you don't get there first thing in the morning or get on the phone first thing in the morning, all the appointments go. So I wanted to go to talk to the doctor about my HRT medication, because my temperature is like this and it's keeping me awake. So yeah, I've been on HRT for a few years now, about 4 years, and I've changed it and things, but yeah, I've found myself not sleeping very well at all, waking up like every hour during the night, and then I realised it was because my body temperature was rising and it was sort of waking me up. So I think I need to speak to the doctor about regulating my temperature. So there you go, a temperature theme to the beginning of the chat today. No art magic, no nothing, just bodily functions. Anyway, so got an appointment there at 9:30 this morning. So while I was out, and it was quite early and the street lights were still on, a little bit dark, and it was quite magical, and I thought, I'm quite pleased. I've got to go out to the doctor's and have a little walk out in the snow, because it was nice and I enjoyed it. And watching Frank running around in the garden as well, playing in the snow. Not for long, mind, as soon as his paws get a bit too cold, he's back in again. So I thought he was going to join me, because he was actually asleep on my desk when I came back from the doctor's. So I thought he was going to stay there, but he's buggered off now. I don't know where he's gone. So what's happening? There's been a lot of deep inner work in the studio the past probably 3-4 weeks. And when you think, well, you don't always want to do it, but I've trusted that the whole process of doing this Wheel of the Year sort of course, this commitment, was to embrace each stage and commit to doing it. So I have committed and I have done the work, and I've found it. Hang on, I've got something sticking up there somewhere. There, got it. I found it to be the most useful and really well timed for me. It may not be so for the people that are following it along with me, but that understanding that what's in front of me is what I need to be tackling at that time. So I've sort of gambled along with some of the lessons and the artwork, but then this has been a little bit more deep diving, and getting to know a lot of, tapping that then. Getting to know what's inside me, and quite some deep healing. So there's been a lot of that going off, with the death card and the devil. We've done all that, and I try, when I'm creating this artwork, essentially it's for me first, and then I'm sharing my findings and the way I have dealt with that particular energy. And I like to always put a little bit of a, it's like not so much comical, but a sort of fun visual, a childlike in a way, I suppose. And I'd like to think that, you know, maybe children can get something out of some of the work that we do. You know, there's a lot to be said for art therapy and what it can do for us, and children can also benefit from it. So yeah, this childlike essence that I put into it means a lot to me, because it helps me deal with things in a slightly more light-hearted manner. You know, when I first got interested in modern magic and you know, being in tune with things, with nature and all that sort of thing, and I read lots of books. I mean, it's 20 odd years ago when I first started reading about you know, pagan practices and the witches' sort of the witches' year, and how to do spells and that sort of thing. And some of it I've found too antiquated for me. Yeah, antiquated. I didn't want the traditional how things are meant to look and feel, but I wanted that essence of the bringing magic into my life. So I've given it my own flavour, and that is a bit childlike. And I think it's a nice way of understanding that whatever it is that in the world that you're interested in, you know, you can put your own twist on it. You can put your own flavour and your own essence into it, and that's what I do. And you know, not everybody's going to like it. You know, that's fine. But for some people who don't get things because they think that it's got to look a certain way, it gives them that freedom to make something their own. Yeah, I like breaking rules. Anyway, that was a bit of a deep talk there, so I'm going to just have a sip. Cheers. So this week, I've been working with the rune, I think it's called Thurias. I always call it the thorny one. So the thorny one, I don't like it when that pops up. It's like, oh, here we go, another challenge. But then it helps you look at things a little bit more analytical. It helps you cut through the tangles of thoughts that you have around challenges and things like that. So yeah, I thought I'd show you what I've done. It's this tutorial will go out on Friday, this one. So here is what I did. Let's see. I made some paper scissors. So I had some fun making my weapon to cut through the brambles. So sometimes it takes me ages to come up with the idea, but I'll sit and I think, how can I visualise it? How can I visualise the energy of this particular spread that I want to do, this rune that I want to work with? How can I visualise it? What will make it clear to me how this can give me some insights? So yeah, we have some working paper scissors. So the printable will come with that, so you can make your own paper scissors if you want. Not really that useful, but visually they're all right, aren't they? But then also something that I've been wanting to do for a while was I have, if I can open it without it all falling apart, is I have made a cave. Can you see it? Is it No. Anyway, it's a cave in my grimoire. I've put it at the back. You see, it's at the back of my book. So I wanted it to be this secret hidden place. And we have these rocks that open up into your little cave. And I've got the little workbook that came with Eartha, all about going inside. I've got that inside there as well. But these are the things. So this is my treasure. Let me show you. So this is my little... Oh, there, my treasure. There's a little playing cards that I have painted, and on them are all the things that are like treasure to me. Do you like that? I don't know if you can see them. Can you see them, or is it just focusing on my face? Anyway, I'll bring one up close so you can see. There they are. Ooh. No, there. So all the little things that I consider my treasure that support me and nourish me when I'm doing inner work, doing shadow work, if you want to call it shadow work. So I've got all little images of things. So I've got moon musing, walking in nature or snow, tarot work, feline friends, a good giggle, birds singing, a mug of tea. See, I've got everything I need, haven't I? Mug of tea, walk outside. My tribe, that's you. Stargazing, pens and pencils, I have everywhere. And lighting a candle, paper poppets, my diary, of course, and learning new things. So yeah, so in the tutorial I'll show you how to do those, how to find your treasure and then hide your treasure in your cave. It's a bit of a long-winded one, but it's fun to create something in each of your books that's a little bit more, heavy duty. I did it in the other two. We had the market stall at the back of Agnes, and the back of Mabel. I did the cupboard with all my potions, my magical potions. So yeah, so that's what we've been doing in the grimoire. And also, I've shared my money magic workbook that, remember, I was talking about last time, that I was making this for myself to help me deal with my own money mindsets. And yeah, I've turned it into a little printable for you to play with as well. If you're one of my patrons, you get that as part of a membership. And I'm also working on something secret for December. Exciting. This is a sort of end of year workbook. So that's coming at the beginning of December to all my patrons. And you will see in the background, I know it will be blurry because it's focusing on me because I'm so gorgeous. In the background is my wheel ready for next year. So the Star Quest, which I've done a video that will be coming out talking all about what it is I'm going to be doing. Sort of like an idea of what we're going to be working on in 2025. But this is what I've created for me. This is my visual thing again. I have to work in pictures and I have to have things right in front of me. So I've got this wheel with all the months going round in a beautiful rainbow. And all the little goddesses that are going to join us. So there is a different one for each month. And each month we'll have a word that we'll be focusing on. And we'll be journaling on, and we'll be making spreads in our grimoire about. But also, each month we'll have a sigil for that word that we can use in our magical practices. And each one will have, obviously, the zodiac sign. So things will be zodiac sign related. And then each one will also have a planet that we'll be working with as well. So we're going to do lots of digging into that, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to do it. I've got lots of things already set up. You know, the whole planner is set up with all the goddesses ready. And I've done a lot of sort of groundwork, another framework ready to work with. But before we do that, we are finishing this beautiful Wheel of the Year adventure. And during December, we'll be working, I think we've still got the Hooded Man. I think it's the Hooded Man. I think that could be the Hermit. We've got Yule coming up as well, so we'll be thinking about Yule and doing something to do with that. We'll be celebrating what we've done through the year as well. And what was the other thing I wanted to tell you? Oh, you see, I can't remember everything. Oh, we have the Great Bear. I can't wait to do the Great Bear. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I can't wait to do it. And we have about three more runes to do, and then we'll have completed all of the Elder Foot Art runes as well. So we've done an awful lot, but we're going to get a little bit festive next month, and you know, I'm trying to have a positive, nice, joyful mindset as we go forward. So with all this inner work is all the foundations ready to leap off onto another adventure. So I hope you will carry on joining me in my little adventures, and can't wait to share all this lovely stuff with you. I have books ready here, so I have actually made a new magazine grimoire to start us off on a star quest. Look at her name. Had to be, didn't it? It came to me, I wonder why. So yeah, so Stella will be my magazine grimoire. I have a new, my sort of commonplace book, my second brain book, ready there. And we'll be doing lots of some crafty stuff as well. So I've got lots of things that I want to make with you. So yeah, that's what's going off in my head. It's like a big basket of mad frogs. That's how I would describe my brain sometimes. And bit of looking after our own health. Husband's a little bit better at the moment, so hopefully that's good, and hopefully the doctor will be able to sort me out so I stop waking up in the night quite as much. And look, I've got some new earrings ready for 2025 too. I'm going to be a right star. Anyway, I shall see you soon. I'm sure we'll be chatting again in another couple of weeks. And please keep in touch. I love every one of you. Oop, I keep bashing that. Boop, boop. I do. And I'm so grateful for everybody who joins me in our little magical arty adventure. So see you soon.